Good morning, friends. It is so beautiful out this morning. It's Saturday. I slept in. Life is good. Isn't this mug cute? I got a couple of these from Walmart recently from the Pioneer Woman line. I love the color. But I'm just sitting out here sipping on coffee. It sounds like my neighbor is doing some construction work, so I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background. But it's Saturday. We don't have anything going on. The kids are home. Caleb's home. We are just hanging out, laying low. And I thought I would share a what I eat in a day and just keep it really casual, low-key, realistic, because I don't have a plan or an agenda. This is just going to be real life today. So I hope you have fun coming along with me. And make sure you grab yourself a coffee or a cozy drink, and I will check back in at breakfast. I'm getting ready to go work out, but we're not gonna eat like a big breakfast right now. I'm just gonna make some smoothies for myself and the kids just to tide us over until a little bit later. Caleb's been intermittent fasting lately, so he's good until lunch. But I'm just gonna do a really simple, yummy smoothie, some Greek yogurt, some banana that's on the verge of being a little too ripe, but that's okay. Chia seeds for some fiber. I've got some PB Fit for some extra protein and just taste. Who doesn't love peanut butter? And then frozen berries. I've got strawberries and blueberries. And then if I need to liquefy it a little bit more, I'll just add water until I get the consistency I like. I'm just finishing up my smoothie. I'm gonna head out, get my workout in like I mentioned. That is something that I've added to my life every day that has truly just changed the way I live. Every day isn't perfect. I'm not, doing these very specific, intense workouts every single day. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting steps in. Small habits make the big change. And one of the small habits that I've implemented over the last year or two that I do every single day is weigh myself. And you might think, well, that's a little crazy or obsessive. Why do you do that? I actually find that weighing myself every day gives me the power back and just keeps tabs on the data, because really that's what it's all about. And I want to thank Hume Health for sponsoring today's video. I've been using the Body Pod from Hume Health for well over a year now, closer to 2 years at this point, and it has truly changed the way that I view the scale, because it's so much bigger than just a number. I get to see every morning where I'm at, where my muscle mass is at, my body fat percentage, my water weight, and so much more. Things like my bone density. That matters to me as I age and I'm thinking about longevity. I get to see these numbers on a graph every day and slowly see them improve or decrease or whatever that looks like based on my current goals is a beautiful thing, because I get to now see how my body reacts to certain foods, to sleep, to things like stress, and I get to make informed decisions now because of the Body Pod from Hume Health. The Body Pod is the world's first portable body analyzer, which uses 8 frequency sensors to deliver precise weight, full body composition, and heart health to advance your weight and health management journey. So 2 metrics that I always talk about are my body fat percentage and my muscle mass. Right now, with my current goals, I want to see my body fat percentage just stay right where it's at. I'm at a maintenance level. I don't desire to lose fat right now, but I do want to see my muscle mass continue to increase. And that will change, every couple months. I might do a cut where I do try to cut body fat, but I want to keep my muscle. And being able to see that data is priceless. So the Body Pod comes with the free Hume Health app that gives you all this data that I'm talking about. And you can see your full body breakdown I can share it on screen as well, where it tells you what your weight and muscle mass is on your arms and your torso and your legs. And using that app, you can leverage AI-powered insights to optimize your health and really see what you need to work on. Also, wanted to mention that it is HSA and FSA eligible. So if you use my discount code AmyFritz at checkout, that will stack on top of Hume's current sale going on, and you'll get a total of 50% off. So definitely check that out down in the description below. And thanks again, Hume Health, for sponsoring today's video.
Okay, I'm out getting a little walk in. Caleb and the kids are on their bikes, so they're like way ahead of me. But my cardio for the last few weeks, months now at this point, has been very unstructured. I went from very, very structured marathon training to basically not having any structured training around running, which has been so needed. I've been kind of burnt out. So I don't have a specific plan I'm following or distance I'm trying to meet. Basically, all I care about is getting my steps right now. So, you know, I set a goal for myself to get 15,000 steps a day, and sometimes that's easier than others, especially if I run. It's a lot easier to get, but I don't really care how I get it as long as I get it. So sometimes it's going for a long walk, sometimes it's going for 2 medium walks, sometimes it's just a run. It really just depends on the day. And so the main thing is getting those steps in, moving my body a little bit, feeling good. And so that's what we're doing today. Okay, I just finished my activity. I ended up doing 4 miles. Yeah, sorry, I'm out of breath. What I like to do, or what I did today, was I walked for 3 minutes and then all out sprinted for like 30 to 60 seconds and did that like 10 times ish. I wasn't paying that close attention. I was just kind of enjoying myself, but yeah, we got 4 miles in. So a really good start to the day and just daily step count. Okay, I am back. I need to take my headphones off. It's lunchtime now. I was gonna make like a brunch, but we sort of ran out of time. We were gone longer than I anticipated. So I'm just gonna whip up some of this Sam's Club orange chicken that I have on hand. This is my family's favorite quick, easy kind of frozen meal. I keep these in our deep freeze. I buy them like 3 or 4 boxes at a time. We just love them. Obviously, it's not like the healthiest thing in the world. I'm gonna pop it in the air fryer. But what I'm gonna do is saute it with a bunch of veggies I have on hand. I do have some zucchini and squash from the garden. I've got some green onion, some red pepper, and then I'm also going to make some quinoa fried rice. So instead of traditional fried rice with white rice, I'm gonna use quinoa for some added protein and complex carbs. And that's really simple. I just cook this in my rice cooker, and then I saute it up with some frozen peas, some carrots, a little bit of sesame oil and soy sauce, maybe a little butter, and scramble in 2 eggs.
I'm just gonna get that quinoa started in my rice cooker. Pro tip, use bone broth in place of water for some added protein. But this is my new air fryer. I got it during the Prime Day sale. It's a Ninja brand. It's dual basket, and I love it, especially being a bigger family. Oh my goodness, we use this all the time. But I'm just gonna cook the frozen chicken in that, and then we're gonna make up the fried rice and the sauteed stir-fry veggies in separate pans. Starting here with my fried rice, or fried quinoa, I should say, I'm just doing some butter, a little sesame oil, and then I have some green onion and carrots cooking up in there. And then we'll also add some frozen peas too. I am sure there are people who would roll their eyes at me for feeding my family a more processed meal, but in our house, it's all about balance. We still eat our favorite things that are quote unquote not the best, although no food is bad in my book. It's all about moderation. But what I have found to truly find happiness in eating and find balance is just doctor up some of those things like you see me doing today. Yes, we're eating orange chicken, but I am filling it with good for you ingredients, lots of veggies, the quinoa, the egg. There are ways to eat your favorite things in a healthy, balanced way, and don't let anyone fearmonger you out of that.
So you can see how delicious this looks. I just popped them out of the air fryer, put it in the pan, and combined it with the sauce and the stir-fried veggies, and it is so good. And then this is how the quinoa fried rice turned out. Again, it's just cooked quinoa, carrots, peas, fried egg, some sesame oil, and some soy sauce. And this will be the base of our dish. And now I just have to plate it up and enjoy. Okay, full disclosure, I came out here to get a moment of peace and quiet because it's a little crazy in my house today. The kids are eating their lunch. Caleb's in there too, but I just wanted to show you how yummy this looks. And I figured I'd do a little taste test. I love this orange chicken, and it's really good with the quinoa too. It's better than takeout. I don't know how to explain it. And I love this because it's very versatile. You can add whatever stir-fry veggies you like. Water chestnuts, onions, zucchinis, broccoli, any kind of peppers. The option is endless. It's actually pretty good with the zucchini and the squash. That's what I had on hand from the garden, so it's what I used, but I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this. I also have a, hang on, one-handed. I also have a lime sparkling water, and I'm just gonna sit, enjoy this, and I will check back in later.
I love a slow Saturday because we really didn't have a lot going on this day. And a little while after lunch, after we digested, Caleb and I did a strength workout together. It was about 30 minutes, and we don't get to work out together very often, so it was fun, very laid back, very chill, but we got it done and it felt really good.
Beyond the ghost, we stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
So Caleb and I finished our lift just a little bit ago. I did mostly upper body today. I did hit a little bit of lower body, but not as much as I planned. I was a little sore from my workout 2 days ago. And sorry, my boys are playing a game downstairs. But I just wanted to share really quick, when I finish any kind of strength workout, I try to follow it with a high protein snack that's whole food based. Sometimes I'll go for a protein shake, but most of the time I try to make it a snack. And this afternoon I figured I had a really savory lunch, so I just wanted something a little bit more sweet. So I did 1 cup of 2% cottage cheese, and then I have some protein granola. It's just sprinkled on though, it's hardly a serving. I've got some fresh mango here I diced up, and a little bit of honey, and this bowl here is 30 grams of protein. So it's a great afternoon snack that's gonna keep me nice and full until dinner. Okay, and just like that, I'm starting dinner. I forgot to film a clip saying what I was making tonight, but I'm just diving right in. I'm actually making a rub for some air fryer salmon I'm gonna make tonight. This is so simple and so delicious. I will leave the recipe down in the description below. I'm also going to roast up some sweet potato and regular potato and broccoli. I have done this on my channel a million times. Basically, I just cube up the potatoes in bite-sized pieces and I toss them in olive oil, salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic powder. And I like to roast the potatoes in the oven at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. So I'm actually going to pop those in first for about 20 minutes, and then I'll add the broccoli to the pan for the last 25 minutes. While my potatoes were roasting, I'm whipping up a salad dressing just with some simple olive oil, red wine vinegar, honey. You could also use maple syrup and Dijon mustard. I also added salt, pepper, and oregano to this as well. This is my favorite homemade dressing. It's really simple, it's tangy, it's sweet, it's really, really good. I will leave a recipe down below. But now you can see it's been about 20 minutes. I pulled out the potatoes, added my broccoli, and that's gonna go back in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And while that is roasting, I'm gonna start my salmon. This comes together really fast. I just like to pat dry my wild caught salmon. I add some minced garlic, and then I'm gonna add a bunch of that rub. I'm really generous with the rub all over each fillet. And then the salmon is gonna go into the air fryer at 400 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how large your fillet is. I ended up doing 10 minutes based on the size of mine. And while that's air frying and the veggies are finishing up roasting, I'm gonna assemble some salads. Now, Caleb and I are having a spinach salad, but my kids aren't. They're just gonna have the salmon and veggies. But to our spinach salad, I added feta cheese. Goat cheese would be really good too. Craisins, some walnuts, some pumpkin seeds, and then that dressing. And the combination of this salad with that roasted sweet potato and the salmon all kind of paired together is really, really tasty. It's not quite a bowl because I keep the spinach separate, but it's sort of like a bowl salad salmon combo. But look how beautiful that comes out every single time. If you haven't tried this, you have to try it. Dinner tonight was so good. If you have not tried air fryer salmon, it is seriously the best way to cook salmon. I won't go back now, but it's actually a few hours later. My kiddos are watching a movie. They're gonna go to bed soon. I'm gonna go to bed soon. I am tired. I'm ready to shower and go to sleep. But first, before I go to bed, I'm gonna have this mini Haagen-Dazs bar. It is so cute. It is vanilla toffee crunch, I think. But these are just like the perfect little sweet treat in the afternoon, at the end of the day, whenever. In the summer, I tend to be much more indulgent with my ice cream treats. Not every single day, but multiple times a week. I either go out for ice cream with the family or I have a little treat at home. But that's okay because life's about balance and enjoyment. But all that to say, I'm gonna enjoy my little ice cream bar, hit the shower, and call it a day. I hope you enjoyed today's What I Eat in a Day. I hope it gave you some meal ideas and inspiration, and I'll see you really soon in the next one. Bye, friends.